Had a chat room popping up just in case somebody pop up in here. You know nobody ain't gonna watch this shit though, man. I got white shoe slaying. Let's do an arson case. I ain't done with them in a minute. Fuck all that. I've been doing all the other cases. Oh shit. I don't know if y'all can hear that. My fucking heater's on in the background. Fucking cold as hell today. I'm not turning that shit off, nigga. I ain't turning that shit off. I walk in the Elysian fields.
House fire, bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
North Hobart. Go ahead, switch outfits.
Cop caught the guy who did the dahlia. Covered it up. Some kind of big conspiracy.
That bitch was classified information. How you know that?
Can you drive to this one?
I'm a fucking idiot.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget it.
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burnt to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
What's up, Mal? Show me that family.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
What are they doing?
Prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty.
I thought the house
He's trying to
was
redeem
empty.
himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
You could be right. Can you come up with an alternative
I'm
explanation?
sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps.
Evidence.
I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating the pigs.
Evidence.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Turn around, go. Nothing. Oh, ash.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Fucking walk around, bro.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
All that's left should be the newspaper outside. What is this? Oh, baseball.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Russ has got problems.
You remember the list from the travel
What
agent?
the fuck, man?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. You should take a look around. Work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Oh, boondockers.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Called it off. I know I'm supposed to interrogate him. I think that's all I need from his side, though.
LAPD, can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Deadly Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Obviously not good cop. I guess you can't ask the community on this point. Or Rockstar services are not available. Oh. I don't got no evidence on that though.
You weren't asleep. You were standing over there by the fence watching the place burn down. I hope you didn't know they were inside.
As much as I didn't like that wop bastard, I hope you have evidence that proves I was looking at the fire.
Oh, but I'm finna get it.
You're off
though.
the hook. For now.
Mind if we move things along a little, detective?
Standard man's dress shoe.
Ain't nothing not true. Nah.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Okay, now it's on. Whatever. Obviously not good cop. Issues as community. I know it's bad cop.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Yeah, you did, boy. Didn't you just tell me they don't want to sell?
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Stubborn fool.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
I'd imagine this.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I can get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Origami.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields Developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
I guess the newspaper. I forgot to get us over there. There is a newspaper like right in front there. Well, not the newspaper. I guess this is it.
Looks like the same model.
What else am I missing? There is a newspaper somewhere, right? Oh, there you go. Supposedly I'm missing something else? I think I got all the clues I need anyway. Let me use the phone to be sure. Then again, it wouldn't be the phone. That'd be alright.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Can you put me through?
Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you
Hanging by a
understand?
thread, Phelps.
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton.
See, the music's still playing, yeah? Can't talk them out. Nothing over here. Maybe just the newspaper didn't register this time. I don't know. No, I got everything down here. Fucking walk around it, boy. Yeah, I guess I got everything. Fuck it, let's go. Yeah, whatever. don't feel like using no intuition point on it, so fuck it.
You're behind the wheel.
All right. Where to?
Oh, let's see. Let's ask him where to go. Where you going, Hirsch?
Help me out.
Rancho Escondido, a development that burned down. We gotta check it out.
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
I hope I didn't forget something important in there.
Shame about Chapman. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
Chapman.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
Man. Possessing the cigarettes and matches. Rancho Escondido.
There are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a fray.
mouth son of a
Bow.
bitch.
Boy, he knocked you off your feet. He had them hands, boy.
I'm gonna beat you black and blue.
Had a bad break, but this isn't the answer.
These poor saps.
You're
Stand
going
down.
for
That's
the
a...
count.
This is not befitting a GI.
I wonder if it counts if I'm slipping up from this far. Yeah, there it goes. I guess it does count if I'm slipping up from that far. Shoot does not sow bloods. And shoot does not sow blood stains and you take no damages from punches. Alright, baby. That's a fresh ass shoot now. Come here.
Bust you right in the mouth.
Whap, 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 whap. Oh, come here. Bitch. Damn.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then.
Hold
See
up.
if there's anything left to take a look at.
Okay. Fucking bitch.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
I like how you see the sweater
Expect
rotating
some
under his
shrinkage in
shit.
the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap. If we're paying a visit to Alicia and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Yeah. That's a pimp suit. This ain't no untouchable suit. It's a pimp suit, boy. Shit cream colored and
You
all
drive.
white.
I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Elysian Fields. Why can't you kick in the glass door?
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you, gentlemen?
I wonder how many more
Would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Come into my office.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Cigar. Shit. Ain't nothing to discover around here.
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund
Too
flyers
fresh,
keep
boy.
turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
We hear that Suburban is under severe time pressure to complete work on the new houses. I think you're getting heavy-handed about it, and it's gone wrong.
I hope you have some proof of how I'm involved in this. I'll be happy to sue you for whatever you're worth.
I'm pretty sure it's the poor cement quality.
Nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand?
We're gonna do a community fat cop.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
Promotional travel contest. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
No way in hell. And I prove it.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them?
Of course.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. We're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising.
I really just kind of ripped it out. I'm surprised
the
I got
chief of police, part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. You want to accuse them of murder as well?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Obviously, it's not good.
I think you're being less than candid, Mr. Monroe. You're building these homes to some timetable. You're under pressure to get rid of the holdouts.
And how exactly do you think you can prove that in a court of law, detective?
Court of law, detective. I think it's that one.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
I will use a point real quick. Bad.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the waste basket of history.
A waste basket.
To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense. The arsonists. Do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills. You suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Glad to be of help, officers.
Any of these names ring a bell?
Chapman.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Oh, Chappie.
Your boss is a fine man.
Brayson taking his phone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thank you.
Well, I love the chase till the minute I win.
Give me 1 second.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
Kelly started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an assway. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive.
No, you driving, bitch, not me.
You know the way. You can drive.
You driving, bitch. I actually like that song. Lay that shit down before it goes off at somebody. 9 in the morning.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Your raking form is the problem, homeboy. I don't know.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Oskill.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence. We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed. Definitely gives him opportunity.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
I don't know how I could have.
Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here. Hold him tight, Cole. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
What? What? I couldn't even pull it. They get the pistol whip you, but I can't fucking pistol whip this motherfucker.
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Oh yeah, real dangerous.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A
This
suspect
shit is so
aboard the
fucking funny,
1110
man.
University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle grid 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Oh, trust me. The fucking computer controls the damn speed. It doesn't matter how fucking close I get. Trust me, I'll be directly in front of my fucking hood. Yeah, come on, hurry up.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
See how y'all go? They got out and okay. I'm sworn to protect motherfuckers who just jump out.
Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him.
Alright, go fuck yourself. Damn.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get in close. Get me closer to the driver's cabin. I'll plug Chapman.
Plug his ass. Well, you must not plug your ass at all if you get out the car and stop me the fuck up. Right,
End of the line, you little prick. Come on,
I can't
Cole.
pull out my gun. Can't pull out my gun. Now I can. But yeah, I want to murder his ass. Where he at?
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, look at that nigga haircut.
Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
Rusty got an Adolf Hitler haircut.
The fires benefit Elysian in some way.
He actually does look like Hitler.
See Chapman and Monroe working
He's
together.
giving that little mustache, bro.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Yeah, Rusty, Herschel, you got a fucked up hairline, G. This thing
Nice
got
work,
an
gentlemen.
artificially comb over his hairline.
Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember.
Chapman.
I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? Be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
As long as I got 5 stars, I don't give a fuck. Alright. I think I got one more advice and shit. I got one more advice and one more homicide, I'm pretty sure. The white shoe. What's the... I got 2. Damn, I got an ending one here too. Fuck that. Yeah, let's just finish this one real quick. See, but I guarantee I probably won't even get 4. I'll fuck up like I did last time. Hold up. The white shoe slaying. I slayed a whole bunch of shoes. It seems like all these homicide ones deal with pretty much somebody, a woman getting murdered, though. Well, it was the same dude doing it over and over, so.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain.
Reptile
Now,
brain.
to fresh business. Galloway and
He's
Phelps,
Irish as a
task is
motherfucker,
at
boy.
hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
I don't think you can be more Irish than the captain, boy.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine? Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Yeah, they did a good job with that accent. That's
Isn't
not
that
like
the cop who solved the big case and got
that's not a terribly Irish accent, but you can tell that motherfucker is
Greetings from sunny
Conor
California.
McGregor outside this fucking police
Stop.
station. Come on, Hershey. Hold up, gotta put on that untouchable suit. Can't be seen without that untouchable suit now.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send there.
First,
Oh, San Quentin. I hope I never got to see San Quentin, man. That's one place my black ass did not want to go. Fucked up. I'll be alright.
detectives.
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Galloway.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Triple braid.
Time of death. From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Get on top of the body, Cole.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
That's it. Wedding ring.
Another day, another dollar.
No ring taken off? Okay. No, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene. Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
That's it. I'm used to that long, drawn-out arson case.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I
Kathy
live just
Barton.
across the way.
Kathy Bart.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
That hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war.
They call
He's
him
a
Unkster.
very scary, angry man.
Sounds
Any
just
idea
like
where we
Unkster.
might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
And his
Thank you,
name
ma'am.
is Unkster.
You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Is that it? Y'all gonna make the bitch walk? Okay, I can say y'all gonna make the bitch walk home? Yeah. You could just call down to the station with that, baby.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks for your help. Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Well, you can't go to the hobo camp. They won't be there. That's the very last place you do go.
Great. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
We're gonna be getting our Dougie on. We're gonna be hitting that Dougie in the car, man. Hit that Dougie. The Dougie. It's like, I don't know. The name is cool. The dance is like the stupidest shit in the world. The Dougie. Oh, fuck. Superior Laundry Service. I wonder if these stores actually, well, I pretty sure they didn't exist in LA. Hey, man.
I had Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F136.
Whoa, what the fuck?
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
I didn't just imagine that shit, bro. What the fuck is that? 52 minutes
You take a
in?
look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
The fuck is that?
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
Did anybody else see
Down
that?
that dress, is it there?
I don't even know if there's anybody in here. That shit was crazy. Tarleton.
Mrs. T. Tarleton, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
That shit was crazy. I must be tripping.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
I gotta be tripping.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic type show a particular disposition for this stuff.
All these ugly ass children. Look at them.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
I don't care, buddy.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
Where are my shoes? Give me back.
Do you have someone who
my
can look after
shoes.
your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
The most swamp body ass kids.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing person report actually rules
Need to check if she was a regular. I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Turned down for what?
Don't think this is anything.
Bitch, open it, Cole. I hate that shit. He won't open something that looks like it could be something. Like, obviously that's nothing. Oliver Twist.
Not much help.
I thought he was gonna pick up the book. My stupid ass. The toy boat. Cajun drinks.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive. If you'd excuse me, ladies. This isn't what we're looking for.
This is her handbag.
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. At least she was spared that particular indignity.
That's it. Okay. And this motherfucker's boots. The boots, the jacket, and there should be rope outside. That's it. Fucking look at it, Cole. You see it right there.
You can see if Pinker can match the impression of the
I
crime
hate that
scene.
shit, yo.
Lars was out in the rain last night. Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Use that telephone real quick. before I
Operator,
talk
give
to
me
this
R&I.
nigga.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks.
All right.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Tara.
Teresa.
Oh. Tara.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
It can't be anyone who knew. See, I gotta use. I don't know if he's lying or not.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Whoa. All we have is the robe. Nah.
Sorry. My mistake.
Well, see, hold on. It's not good, cop, because motherfucker looking around all crazy. It's not good, cops. I'm gonna do the damn rope. But I don't feel like it's the rope, yo. I've done this before, and I don't think it's the rope. But I got a 4 in it, so I must have done something wrong. I didn't do it right.
Your wife was strangled
okay.
with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
I let her go, man.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Obviously not good. Well, I don't have any evidence that it's his alibi I need evidence on.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Gets all maudlin.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
I think you're in an unhappy marriage, Lars. I think you're lying. You would like to get it off your chest.
Damn.
You telling me my wife was
I ain't
unhappy?
fill up my cup, bitch.
What proof do you have of that?
Yeah. I don't have no proof. I just got the picture turned upside down, which really isn't evidence.
Looks like I made a mistake. Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
Sarah.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. Played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
I'm pretty sure this is a good cop, though.
Why did you only...
Fucking bitch. I should have. I know it's the clothes. I know it's the clothes. I know it's the fucking clothes. Fuck, man.
Report your wife missing this morning.
I thought she would have called up last night from the bar.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience,
damn, I'm so fucking.
You give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire
life. Fuck.
Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last
How
week
far
at
am I
Barron's
into this
Bar.
one?
We should check the place out.
Yeah, far enough. Damn it. Whatever. Hopefully that don't come back to bite me.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Cajun drinks.
That cherry pie was delish.
Gents,
Drink? Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I never noticed the little planes ahead in this
This
place.
about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio.
Been
They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out. If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Look at this motherfucker's picture.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
See, I'm pretty sure that's good, cop. Yeah.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
The next
Sure I
one,
did.
I think, is
I
bad.
like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Root beers all around, doll.
Put out an APB on the cab.
3591. Should be traceable.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
I'm pretty sure this is bad, cop. It's not good, cop. I don't have any evidence on this.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Old Bates Motel.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
That's bad, cop. No, I didn't mean to do that. That's bad, cop. Man.
She was...
Are you fucking shitting me?
murdered, Benny.
I
Brutally murdered. If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating? Watch it, pal.
Watch it, Peter.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the bail.
Bates! We just want to talk.
Come on, got a ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
See, how does he not kill people?
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Let's end this farce.
All right, you got me.
Put your hands where I can see them. Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
You sure you and the sailor didn't take her somewhere and things got out of hand?
Even cops need evidence. You got nothing on me that links me to that woman.
I don't know if this is bad cop. I'm probably gonna have to use it down.
Looks like I was
That's
mistaken.
probably what it is. It's gonna wind up being is The male companion picked up too.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor Boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
I think it's good, but I don't know. Here's another intuition point.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole. On what offense? Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder.
Yeah, skip that cutscene. I'm glad I figured out how to do that shit too.
Phelps, 1247.
247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks, man.
I heard he's...
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Sailor Boy laid a cheap shot on me. A great force in a great city. Join now. Nah, I'll be alright.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
I'm thinking of moving up.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Crummy bastard.
We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble, that's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
Not good, cop. I don't got no evidence on him.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
I don't believe you, Jessup. You let Bates have it. What's to stop me from thinking that you lost your temper and slugged Teresa Terrellson, too?
What have you got that says I hurt her? You got nothing on me.
I just like seeing what they say when they're
Don't ask, you never find out.
See, yeah, I got a 4-star in this case. I already missed this case, I know it.
You were defending Mrs. Terrelson's honor.
Yeah, something like that.
If your story doesn't check out, Jessup, we're hanging you out to dry.
Can you put the guy in two in a
I
cell?
like how
and
the
inform
animation cut
commander?
out halfway
Sure,
through the
detective.
scene, and he didn't like bring his hand back all the way. He just slammed it
Got a
and just
message
left
for you.
it kind of like halfway
Sighting
out.
of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What's up with that motherfucking... See, this is why I never get the fucking... This is why I never get the cab, yo. What's up with that cab, man?
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Terrelson picked up.
11K, roger.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591.
Why not? You can't drive? You out your fucking mind. Why not?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Where's that cab got you now?
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
Oh shit. Dang.
Jesus, Phelps!
I let fucking tires fall off.
You see our taxi anywhere?
11K, your suspect vehicle, yellow cab 3591, sighted at 6th and Valencia.
I'm on 6 right now. 6 and Lucas.
Phelps!
Car 11K, yellow cab 3591, was just seen leaving Dewey's Car Sales, driving north on Union Drive. KGPL.
3591, that's him there, Phelps. Hit the siren.
Oh.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Your bitch ass had to get questioned for 2 minutes and you ruin your day? I told the shit out you, man. Rusty, you driving. Get in the fucking car, Rusty. Rusty, if you gonna get your raggedy ass in this damn car. You usually don't have to have that shit first. You can just get in the car and it'll pull that shit up. This fucking game sometimes, yo. Go ahead and skip this.
That's got to keep him down, Phelps.
You want your right
Disciples know what you did last night?
We need to fight for it!
I love this food. Ow. Bitch. I just keep spamming the fucking X button.
This is so slushy.
How you gonna get up from my head, but oh, get up. Get up. I like how I punched him.
What's your name? Comrade Stalin. Very funny.
Comrade
We'll
Stalin.
find out from your personal effects. Stuart Ackerman. You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Maybe this is going to help us.
I wonder if that means he was. I'm guessing there's hinting that he was with Cole, but I don't know. Cole remembers everybody he was the motherfucking thing here. Is that it? One. I guess that's it.
I'm at a loss.
Let's finish this. Back to the station.
I must be missing something. No. Nothing on the back. I must just have to read the newspapers now to get that music to stop. That's probably what it is. Alright, let's go. I hope I didn't get no fucking low. I probably got a fucking lower grade than I did the first time on this stupid case.
You know the way.
Right.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
You can't get him to confess. All you gotta do is just evidence his ass up. Oh shit. Let me see how it looks till I sit in this chair. Yeah, that's better. I mean, it's far as fuck, but it's better.
We're going this way.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument
raining like
from
that
me.
outside?
It was a heavy load.
Oh no, that's just my
You
fucking
feeling
heater.
sorry for this smelly fuck?
I thought that shit was raining like a motherfucker outside.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Clearly not good. And you got the bloodstained shit in your motherfucker.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
Lackey. Caught your lackey.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
How could it be mine?
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
That's what I was saying. Like, how do we know that
A
that's
bus
his
driver
shit?
dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
I'm pretty sure this is a bad cop.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Stewie Ackerman.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me.
I hope I got
You
five.
two
I'm
are
pretty sure I
fast
didn't know.
becoming my finest crusaders.
I hope I got a 5-star rating. No way. Yeah. All that fucking damage. How could I have... I'll do that shit again. I did worse than when I got that shit the first time. I hate that shit, yo.